Hey everyone, some of you know me, some of you don't. I would like to start off with an introduction of who I am and why I'm doing this. My name's Amy Driscoll, and honestly, I did not grow up knowing anything about clean eating. Matter of fact, maybe in the 80s and 90s, we didn't even use the term clean eating. Not really sure. But I grew up in a home where we ate what we wanted to eat, when we wanted to eat, and how much we wanted to eat. Um, my family has a lot of issues with obesity. I've seen people I love very much lose themselves in their life because the weight just kept going on and on and on. Growing up in that, I wasn't really paying attention or knowing what was going on, but it did affect me because I was always self-conscious. I was self-conscious when I'd go out with my family, like, are people going to stare and make fun of us? And then it related into my own habits where, oh my gosh, my family is miserable. They're so sad and I don't want that. So I'm just not going to eat. Or I'll go ahead and eat a lot, but then I'll throw it up later. So by the age of 10, I was already struggling with anorexia and bulimia. At age 13, I was hospitalized because I went pretty much a week without eating. My mom couldn't wake me off of the couch. So she had to call 911 and I ended up in the hospital getting IVs and fluids and everything. And then, of course, I had to go to therapy and do all those things. And sadly, none of that really worked still, though. I stopped starving myself and I would eat, but I was always self-conscious. I was in a family where I was the skinny one, I was the smallest one, and so there was always, these arguments of, oh, you need to finish everything you eat, or just go to the store and buy us this food, and it just developed at a very young age a very unhealthy relationship with food. So fast forward to my adult life, I go in the army, and they didn't really teach eating habits. Most of the food provided was clean, but you ate it as fast as you could, and then you were moving on again. So when I got out of the army, I just did what I wanted to do, and yep, the weight came on, and my relationship with food became more and more an issue. I would eat when I was happy, I would eat when I'm sad, I would eat when I was bored, I would eat for any reason, honestly. And that's something we're going to cover later is emotional eating, but I knew after I had my first kiddo that something needed to change. Something really needed to change. And so I became focused. I became fixated. I was like, okay, I'm going to watch what I eat and do what I need to do. So I became a huge fan of those 100-calorie snack packs, and I just focused more on calorie restriction. And it worked. I lost weight. I started working out. I had to work through some injuries and chronic pain, but I started working out and I was feeling great. And I kind of kept on that trend. I would yo-yo, in my weight. I would go anywhere from like 135 to 155 for a while. But it still wasn't sinking in what I needed to be doing. So thank you to Netflix. I think we have an abundance of documentaries about food and how we're eating. And so, I watch those and I get really pumped and I get really excited. But then it's like, but how do I apply this to my life? I still struggled. And I'm going to be honest with you now. I still have days when I'm like, wow, I don't want to cook. Let's order a pizza. I have to fight that sometimes. And does the pizza argument side win sometimes? Of course it does. So to get to the point, really, why I'm doing this is we're all coming from a different space. Maybe you know a lot about clean eating and you're wanting to refresh and get somebody else's perspective. Maybe you've heard the term, you've watched the Netflix videos, but again, what's the application process? You all have different reasons for wanting to be here, and so please participate as much as you want, provide insight, ask questions, share with others. That's how we're going to learn. I'm not a teacher. First and foremost, just so you know, I am not a teacher. I'm a mother to 2 boys, a 4-year-old and a 4-month-old. You might hear them sometimes in the background. And I do work full time. Currently, right now, I'm on maternity leave, but that's only for a few more weeks and then I'm back to work. But I'm not going to stop this fight. My journey doesn't need to end with eating clean and exercise because something is coming along that's changing that. I don't want any of you to feel like this is a struggle. I want to make clean eating exciting and to make it, I don't want it to be this scary thing because I know for me, clean eating, wasn't really sure what to do with that. And I do have a husband, God bless him, I love him. But I think if I needed to ask him, like, hey, should we have saute up some vegetables and have some chicken breasts, or should we get a pizza? He's gonna want pizza, and that's okay. It's okay. So that's just a little about who I am and why I want to do this. Just my childhood and seeing those that I loved suffer so much really motivates me to want to do better, and I don't want to be a chain to snack packets. I want to fuel my body right. I've done clean eating now consistently for the last couple months, and part of my journey is I've done clean eating before and I'd do great and then I was off, and I'd do clean eating and be great and then I'd go off. Bottom line, every time I eat clean, I feel great. I feel light. My mind is clear. My chronic pain issues are gone. And maybe we all have different reasons of why maybe we need to check out this clean eating or why we already do clean eat. Whatever your reason may be, go with it. This challenge is going to help you think deeper. It's going to have you look at things differently. And I hope you guys can share with me something that I've never thought of, okay? So how the challenge is going to work, I'm going to post a video and pin it to the top every morning just about the topic and what we're going to be doing. And there's also files. If you look in the file section, I have some things there. Tips for clean eating, a meal plan, recipe ideas, etc. Those are all things that you can take it or leave it, but I encourage you to please look over them, okay? So hopefully a lot of you are viewing this before we officially launch on Tuesday, the 7th. If not, you get a double video pleasure. I'll try to keep them short. I ramble a lot, so if I notice I'm rambling and all of a sudden I'm saying, no, got to speed it up, I'm going to just get to the point. So take the time to watch this. Please comment with your name and introduce yourself and just let everybody know why you're here and what you're wanting to learn. It can be super brief, and you can share as much as you want or as little as you want. Also, really take the time to read the basics of clean eating. It's a super short document. Take a quick look at it, but just in the comments, introduce yourself. Tell me a little bit about your clean eating and what your experience has been with it, and what are you wanting to learn, okay? And I will see you guys all Tuesday morning. And remember, clean eating isn't scary. I'm gonna encourage you guys, and it's gonna be more easy than you think. All right? Well, I look forward to it, and you all have a great and wonderful weekend or a wonderful day.